So this is the first screencast in a series which is going to help you understand how your coursework should be structured. So I'm going to show you one for the CBD. And to start off with, you should have a title page. Now, your title really should be an investigation in order to ascertain or find out where the center of Hua Hin CBD is. You should have a nice photo. I've removed this photo here because I actually had a photo with a student and I want to make this one anonymous. Okay, now, why that's gone there. The introduction. Don't use too many words. Look at the Firefly help guide, step by step, follow those instructions. But that's where you've got information about, where Hua Hin is, the dates you actually studied it, etc. You should include a multi-stage map, which you all should have done already. One thing this doesn't have, which you all should have, is scales on each of the maps. So you'd be a scale for the world, a scale for Hua Hin there, and a scale for Thailand. And there should also be a compass direction on there. Relate to geographical theory. The model is really just to say that, well, the CBDs are usually found in the center. You can use the Burgess model if you like, or the Hoyt model, it doesn't really matter, but all you're trying to show is that a central business district is usually in the center of a city. So don't use too many words there. What is important is the geographical theory related to characteristics of a CBD. So you can write down some of those characteristics. Don't just use this layout here. You might bullet point the characteristics, and it's a good idea then to get a photo to not of Hua Hin CBD, but of a typical CBD to show, the characteristics such as nodal points, high-rise buildings, very densely populated buildings, etc. Okay, this one here showing lots of pedestrians. The purpose is to investigate where the center of Hua Hin CBD is, and then you'll have your hypothesis. Now, what this doesn't do is it states the hypothesis, right? There is no center to CBD for this student. That's what he thought. That doesn't mean to say that's the one you're going to use. Remember, it could be site 4 is the center of Hua Hin CBD, or it could be the fact that you think it's got 2 sites. These are, for example, site 2 and 3. And then what you must do is justify your reason. Why have you selected that hypothesis? So underneath here, there would be the reason why you've chosen that hypothesis. It could relate to the fact that, this site was at a major nodal point from the investigation on the Monday afternoon. You saw lots of high-rise buildings, commercial functions, etc. What is a good idea is to put the study area. Now, this student used 6 sites. You're only using 4. We're trying to scale down the study so you're using less words. Okay, that's just to show you the technique. So that is how the introduction should look. Figure numbers should be used. Ideally, you would have a figure number with a little title. So it might say a location of 4 selected sites, something like that. And what we suggest you do is to basically make all these introduction ones 1. So 1.1, figure 1.2, 1.3. And then if you have to add anything later, then you can do so. That's the end of the first screencast.